Good morning and welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church in Eugene, where empowered by love, we transform ourselves and serve our world. My name is Sharon Roberts and my pronouns are she, her. With me today is our minister, Reverend Jen Youngsun Rue, collaborative pianist Suzanne Giordano, vocalist Izzy Kreka, faith formation teacher Maureen Cloughy, and working behind the scenes, technical communications coordinator Kat Johnson. We gather in worship to find meaning and to live more deeply. Worship creates connections within, among, and beyond us, calling us to our better selves, calling us to live with wisdom and compassion. Whoever you are, whomever you love, whatever your image of the holy, we're glad you're here. If you're visiting with us today, we'd love to hear from you and invite you to fill out the visitor form as you feel called. The link to the visitor form is being dropped into the chat now.
Thanks very much, Sharon, for welcoming us. Good morning, everyone. I'm the Reverend Jen Youngsun Rue, and I use the pronouns she and her. Before we enter into our worship time, I've got 3 announcements for you. So first, today is a full community worship service, an interactive all ages service. So please have paper, crayons, markers, and pencils ready for our burning bowl ritual. If you are burning at home, please be careful. Or if you want to, you can bring your papers to the church parking lot after services. I'm going to be there starting at 11, going till about noon with Sarah and Gretchen tending the flame if you want to burn your papers here. We're all going to be wearing masks. And second, I sent out this week a message about all of us getting together for the Martin Luther King event tomorrow, but sadly, all of the in-person programs have been postponed. There are still online programs still going on, so please check those out. You know, this just gives us some more time to order our yellow side of love t-shirts and make plans for us to be there together, all as one church. And lastly, the third announcement is for our visitors and newcomers and newer members. If you are interested in knowing more about the Unitarian Universalist faith or about our particular church, every single Monday night through March 7th, we're holding an Inquirer series. So come drop in anytime on Monday night at 7. And you can find that Zoom link on the full facilities calendar on our website. I'm so glad you're here with us today.
I invite you to join me in the chalice lighting this morning. We are Unitarian Universalists. We are the Church of the Open Mind. We are the Church of the Helping Hands, and we are the Church of the Loving Hearts.
Today was supposed to be the day that we opened the church doors after nearly 2 years. But, you know, the goddess had other plans and said, no, not quite yet. And so we heed the call of that great and fiery force to gather our strength, to remember our vows, and to move boldly together. Now, we're a few weeks past New Year's Day, but I think it's still early enough in the month to follow Janus, the Roman god who has 2 faces, one that looks back on the past and one that looks forward into the future. The South African artist Lionel Smit depicts Janus in this sculpture behind me. Rather than a Roman man, he shows Janus as a woman of the Cape Malay community. And that community is a majority Muslim ethnic group in South Africa with roots in Southeast Asia. I love this representation of Janice. Maybe some of our younger UUs would like to draw their own versions of Janice. This morning, we invite you into a burning bowl ritual. Using the element of fire, we transform the things in our lives that no longer are helpful to us into the seeds and the dreams and the visions for a new day. And so come, let us burn the things that are holding us back. And from the ashes, let us create the life that we were meant to live. Come, let us worship together. Our opening hymn was written by Hildegard von Bingen. She was a true genius, and she was a saint. Born in the year 1098, she composed music, wrote philosophy, painted glorious images. So let's sing along with YouTube sensation Eli Saul's hymn number 27, I Am That Great and Fiery Force.
Our story today comes from the Facebook page of author Tara Shannon. Rabbit and bear are the best of friends, and they are always there for one another. Tara frequently posts their conversations, accompanied by gentle drawings of these two animal friends. Sometimes each of us may feel like rabbit, and sometimes we may feel like bear, but we can always be there for one another. I wish everything could go back to normal, said Rabbit.
What is normal anyway? Asked Bear.
I don't know.
That's because there is no such thing. Just do the best you can. It's time to go.
But where are we going?
Forward. We can't stay here anymore.
So much has happened here, though. I don't know that I can move on.
You can stay if you want, but life won't wait with you.
It won't.
No. Besides, up ahead, there might be something wonderful. I think if you stay here, you'll never know.
Bear and rabbit. Bear and rabbit live in the forest, and so they know a lot about the life of trees. Some of the trees in the forest are conifers, and those trees need the intense heat of fire to release the seed from their cones. Otherwise, the tender seed stays tucked away for years and years, full of great potential, waiting to be the majestic tree it was meant to be. But it can't realize its fullness until it finds itself sitting in ashes after the fire has come and gone. Within each one of you are the seeds of your potential and your purpose, the seeds of the life that you and only you were meant to live. Often those seeds lay sleeping until our lives are swept by fire. Sometimes that fire is quite literal, as we know. Other times, it's the fire of life's circumstances that forces us to transform our lives. Today, we come together for a more intentional, purposeful practice that moves us closer to a more honest and integrated life. What is the seed that is waiting within you? And what's getting in the way? What's holding you back from being the person you know you are? What needs to be destroyed to make room for something new? What's keeping you in place when your heart wants to move forward? This is the time when you can reflect on those questions. You can start writing or drawing on your paper the thing that you want to burn in the fire. As you do this, and if it's something that you're willing to share with the community, you can do that now in the chat. The chat will be open this whole time. When we first started planning this service, I think it was Sharon who said, you know what I'd like to burn is just the whole calendar, right? And I agree. I want to throw away that too, you know, all the expectations of what a new minister is supposed to accomplish in the first 3 months. Yeah, I would like to throw that in the fire. I would like to throw this thing in the fire. Ooh. It's my drawing of a coronavirus. I'll be throwing that in the fire. Oh, and all of this needless fear, as someone wrote in the chat. Yeah, fear sometimes is helpful, but a lot of times it holds us back. Too much worry, defensiveness. Oh, fear of not having enough. We would like to burn away our past mistakes and the feelings of regret. We would like to throw away anger and pride. Someone warns, we don't want to throw away all viruses. We would like to burn away all that self-judgment. So damaging. Self-recrimination. Oh, I would definitely like to burn away isolation, inertia. We would like to throw the guns in the fire. All weapons in the fire. Guilt, shame. What would you like to burn away so that you can make space for something new? Fear of standing too close to someone. We've grown wary and fearful of other people, haven't we, during this time? Oh, too much screen time. I am with you right there. One thing that I'm going to put in the fire is my this habit that I learned over the last couple of years about taking my phone to bed with me. Yeah, put that in the fire. Let's put in the fire a cold heart. Let's put in the fire greed. Let's definitely put in the fire the mistaken notion that we have to take care of everybody, that we have to fix everything. Let's throw in the fire the way that we are separated from other human beings just because of religion or color or ethnicity. Let's throw in the fire self-righteousness and streaming too much TV. Let's get rid of political tribes and regret and this desire to be dominant. Yeah, let's get rid of all of that. We're going to throw in the fire administrative paperwork overwhelm and overwhelm in general. Let's throw in the fire all the systems that keep in place poverty and wealth, the conditions that leave so many homeless and suffering. Burn everything that blocks the very best that you can be. Everything that stands in the way of what we can do together as neighbors, as friends. Let's give up not trusting our gut, not trusting our best interests and best instincts. I hope you've had a chance to reflect on this question and to write something on your piece of paper. If you're in a safe place and you want to burn those now, you can do that, or you can wait until after we're finished, or you can come and join me in half an hour in the church parking lot. I'll be there from 11 to 12 in the church parking lot with a big fire going. We are going to burn a ruler. I'm tired of trying to measure up. Yeah. Burn all that judging that we do and that comparing that we do. Let's burn up all the isms. So I hope that you will do this burning in a safe way wherever you are, or come join me and Sarah and Gretchen later in the parking lot. May this burning liberate you. May this burning create space for deeper living in this new year. I invite you now into a time of metta, a loving kindness meditation prayer. This is something that everybody of all ages can do. And so I invite you to take a comfortable position. Relax. And just breathe in whatever way that brings peace to your body. And first, think about yourself. You are a marvel. You really are. You are wonderfully made and you are worthy. So smile to yourself and say to yourself, may I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be at peace. And now turn your attention to the ones you love the most. Picture their faces around you. Here they are, your loved ones, your favorite people, and say to them, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. And now extend that care and prayer to all of the people in our neighborhood and in our cities, in our nation. These are strangers, but it's just because we don't know them yet. They are our future friends. And we know that even though we may not know them, we know that they're having a hard time. And so we say to them, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. Amen. And blessed be. Today, our centering hymn was written by John Newton, a slave runner whose heart was transformed by grace. Grace. Grace is what I have been receiving ever since I arrived in Eugene. And grace is what has been holding us together during these challenging times. Grace is a spaciousness in our relating that allows for mistakes and forgiveness. It's a gift first granted by God, but one that we freely give to one another when we truly love each other. And so let's sing together Amazing Grace. Thank you, Izzy. That was just beautiful. Now that we've considered all the things that we want to release, let go, and let burn away, let's turn our thoughts on what we might want to keep, what we might want to hold on to as a reminder. So here is the clearing in the forest. Your seed has found fertile ground, and the sky is wide above you. What dreams inspire you? What vision sparks your excitement? What simple hopes do you hold for yourself, for your family, for your church, for your community? Again, this can be just a word or a phrase. It can be a whole story. It can be a drawing. As you're thinking about that and sharing it in the chat, I'd like to share a part of an Amanda Gorman poem called New Day's Lyric. May this be the day we come together. Morning, we come to mend. Withered, we come to weather. Battered, we come to better. Tethered by this year of yearning, we are learning that though we weren't ready for this, we have been readied by it. Steadily, we vow that no matter what, how we are weighed down, we must always pave a way forward. This hope is our door, our portal. Even if we never get back to normal, someday we can venture beyond it, to leave the known and take the first steps. So let us not return to what was normal, but reach toward what is next. So we want to learn every single day. We want to stay open to new ideas. We want to keep whimsy. We want acceptance that change is the only constant. I wonder if you've been reading Parable of the Sower. God is change. Things I would like to keep: polar bears, ice packs, penguins, tigers. Oh, deepening awareness of how language excludes, spinning a web of loving connection, civility, strengthen community. What would you like to keep? What would you like to grow stronger this year? Love, courage, more joy and creativity. Somebody dreams of otters, more laughter, and definitely hugs. I dream of hugs. Greeting the new day with lightness and curiosity. That's a vision. Yoga, new practice, maybe a renewed practice of yoga. Dry firewood. Connections in spite of COVID. We've learned that we can stay connected. We dream and we envision more peace and joy and roses and music. We dream about welcoming more strangers and increasing our circle, widening our embrace. Striving to show love and compassion, widening connections, hope and renewal. This is a time for dreaming. This is the time for asking, well, let me say demanding what we need. It's okay to insist on something, to ask for help, to say it out loud. This is what I need to be a whole and healthy human being. We want more dancing. We dream of self-care. We want more books. Oh, longtime friends and loved ones regularly in my life. Yeah, we can vow and promise in this new year to stay connected, to make the effort, to make the intentional effort of reaching out and keeping in touch. What do you dream about and envision for yourself, for your life? Releasing those dormant seeds. I hope that you continue to dream for yourself and for this community. Our resident artist, Scott, suggests that if the kids draw Janice, like I suggested at the beginning of the service, that our 9th annual youth art show is this March. And so if you came up with a really cool Janice drawing, then please think about submitting that into the 9th annual youth art show. Well, I hope that you'll continue this practice of dreaming for yourself. Blessed are the brokenhearted. May they find light pouring in and out of those spaces opened by pain. Blessed are those who refuse to give up. May they find fresh courage each morning. Blessed are those who reach for a deeper life. May they find grace and unexpected joy.
This morning, we ask each of you to participate in the reading for the extinguishing of the chalice by repeating each line after me. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
Thank you so much, Sharon. Thank you for all of you for joining in today. We're finishing a little bit early so that you can get over to the church to do the fire pit burning bowl with me. And now go into this brand new day with a fire burning in your heart, a fire for greater love, a fire for justice, a fire for a deeper, more meaningful life. Go in peace, everyone. Go in love.